Thank you, Ambassador Lambert. Cabinet colleagues, members of the Diplomatic Corps, resident and non-resident ambassadors, High Commissioner, Ambassador Steve Farrell, Secretary to the Cabinet, Mrs. Rosamond Edwards, Financial Secretary, permanent secretaries, distinguished panelists and invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. When Hurricane Maria left us battered and bruised in September last year, we realized then that urgent action was needed to recover and to become more resilient, to ensure that we would never again suffer the level of devastation that we witnessed. Prime Minister CREAD announced his vision then to make Dominica the first climate resilient nation in the world. I think that this has captured the imagination, interest, and support of experts around the world, of our friends and international partners, many of whom are represented here today. As we have toiled hard since that time to bring relief to citizens, clean up the country, and begin the rebuild and reconstruction work, work has simultaneously been ongoing to develop the framework for building a climate resilient nation. Today, the Commonwealth of Dominica launches the Climate Resilience Execution Agency of Dominica, or the CREAD, as it has come to be known. CREAD will be established by an Act of Parliament, and work is ongoing with the support of Canada to draft the necessary legislation to bring to Parliament for its consideration and approval. A transition committee has been appointed by Cabinet to take CREAD from inception to a fully fledged statutory body. This includes overseeing the drafting of the legislation, appointment of the selection committee as per the framework document, which will recruit the top management of CREAD, establishment of the CREAD Transition Office, among other things. We thank the UK government, Canada, and UNDP for agreeing to provide the financial and technical support, and also our other partners for supporting this effort. In the framework agreement between the Commonwealth of Dominica and the international donors who have agreed to fund its operations, CREAD is established to execute capital projects to include the building of roads, schools, irrigation systems, and broadband connectivity. CREAD's senior management will work with its Policy Advisory Committee to develop an annual plan of projects, and this may be broken down further into half-yearly or quarterly targets. These annual plans will be drawn from the longer-term strategy to make Dominica a climate-resilient nation, which will be set out in the Climate Resilience and Recovery Plan, which is being developed. Today, we would like to begin by sharing and progressing discussions on the development of this ambitious strategy and how it will relate to CREAD's execution-focused annual plans. We have gathered today some of the experts we have been learning from to share their perspectives and help shape our discussions. We want all of you to participate, expert or not, but we also want to progress our thinking. We are in many ways forging a new path in our quest to make Dominica climate resilient. We must not let the desire for certainty cause inaction. We know the broad shape of where we are and what we want to achieve. We encourage, therefore, your active participation in this endeavor. So I expect that in this discussion today, led by our high-level panel of experts, we will consider the following. If we are to create a climate resilient nation, what is to be done? Why and in what order? And also what is not to be done? True strategy is about choices about what we are doing because we are no longer doing something else. The moderator of this discussion will be Professor Avinash Prasad, the Prime Minister's Special Economic Advisor and one of the principal architects of CREAD. I want to express our gratitude and thanks to Professor Prasad for the sterling work that he has been doing with us post-Hurricane Maria. One of the things that he has been doing is working closely with Dr. Daniel Aguirre on the development of CREAD. Dr. Daniel is an expert provided to us by the UK government through DFID, who has largely been responsible for crafting the framework document that will govern the establishment of CREAD. We thank all our partners as well for providing their input and support throughout the process. Once our discussions are over, we will mark the establishment of CREAD with the signing of the agreement between ourselves and those partners that are funding the setup of the office, the recruitment of the senior leadership team, the coordination of existing recovery efforts, the progress of project proposals, and the legislative work required to make CREAD a statutory body. Today, ladies and gentlemen, CREAD leaves the drawing table and begins its journey, one intertwined with the future of our country and our region. Let me thank you for coming, for marking this occasion with us, for joining in the development of CREAD, and participating in today's event. And now let me hand over to Professor Persaud to moderate what I expect to be a stimulating and informative discussion. Thank you.